Hey team, I am bringing you the vision for 2025. So if you missed it this morning, you are in luck. Here we go. Let's get started. A new year, a fresh start, a clean slate. Gosh, I just love new beginnings. So let's get rolling here, guys. 2025 is here, and I want you to feel this message this morning to your core. I came up with a little mantra. I didn't make it up. Somebody else made it up, and I tagged onto it somehow, some way. I don't know where I got it from, but it just speaks to me for this year. So our mantra for this year, welcome to 2025, where anything can happen. So I am pumped about this. Let's start with a little reminder here. What you believe you can achieve directly correlates with what you will actually achieve. Your mindset is your greatest asset, and it can also become your biggest liability. In this business, your mindset has to be strong because this is a mentally exhausting job. It can test you, it can push you to your limits. It's going to leave you at times questioning whether or not you really know what you're even talking about. There are so many times where you guys come to me and you say things and you're like, I think I know this, but I'm not really sure if I do, right? Because this is a mentally exhausting job. But let me tell you this, here's the good news. When you believe in what you're capable of, and when you do things like surrounding yourself with excellence, and when I say surround yourself with excellence, I mean excellent people, excellent thinkers, excellent workers, excellent resources. When you surround yourself with excellence, and then when you put in the work to develop your and build your skills, you are able to achieve things that you once thought were out of reach. And that's the beauty of this year, because anything can happen when you do those things, right? So again, 2025, anything can happen. Now let's be clear. To make things happen, we've got to get one thing in order first, and that is you. You have to take care of you first. I'm not talking about commissions or whether a deal goes through or not. Quite the opposite, actually. I'm talking about your health, your mental health, your physical health, your emotional health, spiritual health, whatever else is important to you. I'm talking about you in terms of your health, and that has to happen first. You have to take care of you first, right? The only time in this business when you come first is when we're talking about your well-being or your mental or your emotional health. And there's a reason for that, right? But take care of yourself this year. And I'll say it again. You are the most important piece to this puzzle. You need to take care of you first in terms of your mental, physical, and emotional well-being. When you give yourself your best, that's when you can give others your best. And you're not going to be able to do anything with yourself or for your clients until you've really worked through getting your health in order. In fact, until then, I would venture to say you're selling yourself short if you're not coming in at your best. And you're doing a disservice to everyone you encounter if you are not focusing in first on giving yourself your best. And once you've given yourself your best, that is when you will start to see the lessons and the opportunities that are going to unfold before you in 2025. And sometimes the lessons come first and sometimes the opportunities come first. Sometimes they're also mixed together. But when we are in our best mindset, we can see those opportunities and we can see those lessons and move forward in growth and capture those opportunities. Only then will you be able to actually move forward and achieve what you are destined to achieve this year where anything can happen. So as we enter 2025, I want you to think through a couple of things. I want you to enter this year open and, with faith and courage. And there's going to be challenges and there's going to be hard times, right? We know we're not going to have a year that's easy. But challenges are where champions rise. And that's the best news today. Challenges are where champions rise, and our job's full of challenges. So that's the best news for us today. Your biggest successes this year are going to come from your biggest discomforts. I want you to think about that. Your biggest successes this year are going to come from your biggest discomforts. Every great person in this business, every great person in this room that you admire, that you look up to, even personally, people that you look up to and admire, every single one of them has had to overcome adversity and work through challenges. And when they were challenged with something, that's when they decided to level up and rise through. That's why they are the people that you admire. Every single one of them has done it, and that's why you admire them, and you can do it too. So here's an invitation for 2025. I want you to enter this year being open, be curious, be real, be who you are, and be authentic, right? I also want you to enter with faith, courage, and conviction. Be confident in what you're doing. Be sure of yourself. Go forward with that faith and courage. Have conviction in your decisions. And I want you to do what is right, not just what is easy. The right thing often is not necessarily the easiest thing. You've been in these scenarios before. Do what is right. Do what is right. Do what is right. I want you to be extravagantly disciplined, and I want you to create a process of productivity that you commit to wholeheartedly. Figure out what productivity process you need, whether it's the Ninja 9 or it's some modified version of it. I want you to become extravagantly disciplined to that. Commit to it wholeheartedly. I also want you to disregard the drama. Let go of negative energy. This is an invitation, and what a pretty one that is, right? Disregard the drama and let go of negative energy. Have willpower this year. Stay in your lane. Stay where you belong. Act on what you know and stay out of the world of what you don't know. Have willpower. Stay in your lane. Use your resources when you're not in your lane. We have them. Use them. And this is huge. I don't want you to waste one single second worrying about what other people say, think, or do. We don't care what people are selling. We don't care what people are buying. We don't care who other people's clients are. That has nothing to do with us. Don't waste one single second worrying about what other people think, say, or do in 2025. Because here's the deal. This business is full of comparison. It's full of judgment, and it's full of fiercely competitive thinking. I am guilty of that as well. Stay out of it. Let's do our best to focus on abundance, applause, and admiration instead of judgment, comparison, and competitive thinking. Abundance, applause, and admiration, not just for you and your own performance, but for the work of those around you too. That can only create a better atmosphere for you and for everybody else. And one big thing, I want you to bring your best this year. I don't want you to bring someone else's version of your best. Bring your best this year. Bring your best this year. Imagine if we all committed to doing this piece together. If we all committed to bringing our best this year. Imagine how good it could be. Imagine how great it could feel if every one of us brought our best this year, in a year where anything can happen. Imagine the story that we could write. Imagine the creations that we could have in terms of memories, fun, impact on people's lives. It could be anything, right? Because in 2025, anything can happen. So here's the thing. I don't care if you're a brand new agent to this business or a seasoned master in the business. Wherever you are right now is exactly where you need to be in order to learn and grow from the lessons that are coming your way this year. Your journey is yours, and wherever you are is where you need to be. Don't worry about who's ahead of you. Don't worry about how far you used to be. Don't worry about where you wish you could be if you tried a little harder. Where you are right now is exactly where you need to be in order to accomplish and do the things that are set out and ready to unfold for you in 2025. So again, be open, be curious. The journey is yours this year. Your lessons are meant for you. Your opportunities are meant for you this year. And I promise you, if you show up, if you stay disciplined and opened, and if you are constantly looking for opportunities, anything can happen for you in 2025. So let's set our intentions, let's make our commitments, and let's bring our best this year in 2025 where anything can happen. Welcome to the year, and thank you for being here.